Greetings to you once again and many thanks for joining us on RTV News. As we started off, Rusizi District residents reiterate that they take pride in the achievements in the last 7 years, attributing them to the incumbent president and RPF Inkotanyi candidate for presidential elections, Paul Kagame, hence worth re-election in July this year. This is as the RPF Inkotanyi flag bearer campaigned in this district on Friday. Prince Manzi, start us off tonight.
Joyous were residents of Rusizi district as the chairman of the RPF Inkotanyi and his flag bearer for the July 2024 presidential elections arrived for campaigning. These residents appreciate a lot done for the development of their region, but most importantly, right to their country, as in previous times, they were claimed to be Cyangugu residents and have no rights to their nation. There were no Hombo residents who took part in their country. They were not even able to live in Kamembe. I can say that there's God and there's Kagame for Rwandans. We are happy that we are Rwandans. We are truly happy, and you can also see how happy I am. The campaign in Rusizi district was also participated in by RPF Inkotanyi's allied parties in these elections, supporting Paul Kagame, RPF's flag bearer, for presidential elections. The Party for Solidarity and Progress chairperson, Alphonse Nkubana, reiterated that siding with RPF is a good choice. Africans are known for nepotism, but is not found here. We also are aware of how after RPF's elections, the power at the leadership level was shared equally with other political parties. The incumbent president, chairman and RPF Inkotanyi's flag bearer for the presidential elections, Paul Kagame, appreciates Rusizi residents' role in the development of their country and ensures safety and security. Those willing to destabilize our nation know that they cannot sleep by unnoticed. That is why they remain wishing us bad luck. You will have to change their mindsets. The RPF Inkotanyi's candidate for presidential elections, Paul Kagame, reminds Rusizi residents of the achieved in the last 30 years, emphasizing that the youth are even to multiply and achieve more. You have double the responsibility for progressing based on the achieved, be fast and preserve them. After Rusizi district, the RPF Inkotanyi's campaign in the Western Province will continue in Nyamasheke district and Karongi district on Saturday and Sunday, respectively. Prince Manzi, RTV News.
Thank you, Prince. The Democratic Green Party campaigned in the districts of Gisagara and Ruhango in the Southern Province, with its candidate Frank Habineza telling local residents that the country's land tax was reduced thanks to the advocacy, and that if they vote for him and put him in office in July's presidential election, he will do away with the tax completely.
The campaign activities feature the Democratic Green Party of Rwanda's presidential and parliamentary candidates, with emphasis being put on the abilities of the candidates themselves, as well as the opportunities that the country has been offering to all Rwandans, regardless of their gender. The government of Rwanda has championed gender equality because we were given the opportunity to study just like our brothers. I have a degree in finance and have many good ideas. I am a very capable woman.
Ishaka ryacu dufite abadamu kandi umugore wese uri mu ishaka
Women in our party are respected and our input is valued. We intend to help all women in the country, regardless of whether or not they are part of our party, to become job creators, because when women prosper, so does the family unit and the country in general.
Iyo umugore akora ni iterambere rye n'iry'umuryango n'igihugu muri rusange.
The party's presidential candidate told those who had gathered that it is because of his advocacy that the land tax fell from 300 Rwandan francs per square meter to just 80 Rwandan francs, saying if he is voted into the highest office in the country, he will do away with the land tax completely. I wanted to remove it completely, but was unable to because I did not become the President of the Republic. Nevertheless, when I got to Parliament, I was still able to get it reduced significantly by introducing a draft bill, and the Ministry of Finance and Economic Planning adopted it, reducing the tax from 300 to 80 Rwandan francs. That came about as a result of my efforts, and this time around, if you show confidence in my abilities and vote for me, I will remove it completely, because this land was given to us by God and our ancestors, and I see no reason why we should pay a tax for it. No one thought the land tax could be reduced, but I did it, and we can do even more. My name is Frank, and the meaning of that name is truth, and my surname is Habineza, which reflects the goodwill I have for all of you, because that is what the name means.
Frank bivuze ukuri. Kimwe no mu Cyongereza. Habineza byo ruwanyu ni neza mbifurije neza.
Frank Habineza also declared that another top priority if elected will be ensuring food security for all and markets for all crops grown.
Female campaigners in the parliamentary elections have been commended in the Eastern province for their promising messages to voters. 46 women are campaigning in the province for a chance to occupy in the 30% allocated seats for females in the parliament by the country's constitution. Parliamentary elections for this category of women will be held on the 16th of next month, and in the Eastern province will feature more than 30,000 voters for this special category. Still on campaigns, thousands are gathered in Musanze district of the northern province of Rwanda on Friday as RPF Inkotanyi parliamentary candidates campaigned for seats, with local residents pledging their support in return for assurances that what has been achieved so far by the party will be used as the foundation stone for even greater national achievements in the next 5 years. The parliamentarians stressed that the RPF's determination to get things done is evident in all Rwanda has achieved since 1994, and there should be no doubt as to whether or not the party will continue to deliver on its promises. Musanze district has over the years risen up to become the top tourist destination in the country thanks to the Volcanoes National Park and its gorillas, and good national policies geared to protecting the environment while boosting tourism at the same time. The PS Imberakuri party has campaigned in Burera district seeking seats in parliament, telling local residents that if they show confidence in the party and vote for it next month, it will strive for the children of teachers and not to pay school fees. The party's officials say that even though much has already been done to improve the welfare of teachers in the country, more needs to be accomplished as something it believes it can do with enough seats in the parliament. It also announced a number of other proposed changes in the country's education system as part of its campaign manifesto. And more on parliamentary campaigns, the Liberal Party has been campaigning in the southern province, telling its supporters and other local residents that it intends to build upon what has already been achieved to help the country to make even more progress in all fronts. PEL has continued to vie for parliamentary seats while also campaigning for its presidential candidate of choice, the RPF's Paul Kagame. Those who campaigned on Friday urged all Rwandans to show confidence in the party's parliamentary candidates because the country still has much to achieve and needs capable people in the decision-making positions. This marks day 4 of campaigns for PEL since campaigning activities began 1 week ago. And the National Electoral Commission has announced that the election campaign activities are progressing well, but it urges candidates to continue adhering to the guidelines issued by the Commission. This was stated by the Commission's Vice President Mutimukeye Nicole on Friday after 7 days of campaigning across the country.
The National Electoral Commission is continuously monitoring the campaign activities of candidates participating in the presidential and parliamentary elections that began on 22nd June 2024. We commend the candidates for conducting their campaigns smoothly and peacefully, adhering to the laws and regulations governing them. As per the Commission's rules and regulations, campaigning is not allowed in hospitals and public markets, at schools, churches, and courts. However, we recognize that some districts have limited space to host these campaigns and that some candidates wish to campaign on school grounds. Therefore, we would like to clarify that candidates are allowed to campaign in those grounds, but only when students are not studying. The National Electoral Commission would like to remind all candidates and their campaign organizers in various districts to adhere to the laws and regulations. If they encounter any challenge or need further clarification, we advise them to contact the local authorities or the National Electoral Commission. Candidates and campaign organizers in different districts must comply with laws and regulations. They should contact local authorities or the National Electoral Commission for any issues or clarification. The Commission also reminds local authorities to continue assisting candidates in finding suitable campaign locations, ensuring that no candidates end up campaigning in the same place at the same time. Those involved in campaign activities are encouraged to continue participating peacefully. Thank you. We wish you successful elections.
And moving ahead to other matters apart from the upcoming elections, Rwanda has called on the UN to assist people around the world in conflict areas, pledging to be ready to play its part in peacekeeping missions when called upon. The assessment was made at the UN headquarters in New York during a gathering that brought together stakeholders in international peace efforts.
Governments, sub-region, regional organization, and international community must address the underlying causes of conflict. At the global level, the United Nations must ensure it can intervene should peaceful measures fail to protect population from mass atrocities. Rwanda believes that investing in conflict prevention strategies, inclusive governance, rule of law, and peaceful resolution of disputes, and indeed promoting dialogue and reconciliation are key components of building sustainable peace.
Those gathered, the Rwandan delegation called for greater international cooperation in mitigating a conflict.
Preventing conflict and sustaining peace require a comprehensive, collaborative effort. As we strive for a world free from violence, let us remember that peace is not just the absence of conflict, but presence of justice, equality, equity, and mutual respect. Rwanda's journey in peace building offers valuable lessons in this regard, and we stand ready to share our experience with the international community. Our country remains committed to continue contributing to multilateral and bilateral effort in the peace building for sustainable peace.
Rwanda currently has more than 1,000 personnel deployed on international peacekeeping missions in countries like the Central African Republic, South Sudan, and Mozambique. Moving ahead, 45 students have graduated with a master's degree from the Africa Institute of Mathematical Sciences here in Rwanda. We do have the details.
The students are from 15 African countries and undertook a one-year course, becoming the 8th group to graduate from AIMS since its establishment in Rwanda back in 2016.
If you look at what we've been dealing with data. And data, we have data in different forms. We look at malaria, which affects young people, young children below the age of 5. We look at consistency in pregnancies, the malaria in pregnancies. We also look at financial markets, the way how the currencies run in our markets. Some of us don't know those things, but I believe with mathematical sciences, when we go out there, people will tend to be educated about data, and when we deal with that data, we try to manipulate and lay strategies and descriptively prescribe the ways how we can have the change in our communities.
The graduates have been urged to use their knowledge to help bring about the transformation the African continent needs.
The students, when they graduate or during the coursework, they have also interactions with everything regarding entrepreneurship. So we are providing them tools. We are here, for example, at AIMS Rwanda. We are putting in place an incubator where the students, they can come and try their ideas. So those are some small steps or some tools, some facilities that are provided to the students for them to be where we encourage them to be job creator, and by using science and technology and not only job seekers. And you can believe me, in the when we look at our alumni database, many of them have created their own companies.
Officials from the Higher Education Council present also emphasized the need for a focus on academic strategies that bring about practical solutions.
And this is done through different activities, starting from the accreditation of either a new program or the institution itself. Because when you look at the accreditation, you need to understand why is this program coming. It means it has a problem to solve. That is the labor market, skills shortage. But also, during the training of the graduate, we pass through all this journey with the institutions hand in hand to ensure the students they acquire competencies, not only for the job market, but also with the entrepreneurial skills that ensure students could create their own job and also be job creators, not seekers. I will not say we have arrived there. It's a journey. We are still working on it. And we believe in collaboration with institutions such as AIMS, the present graduates here. We believe and we are confident that we will one day have more graduates that are job creators than job seekers.
40% of this year's graduates from the African Institute of Mathematical Sciences here in Rwanda are women, with 410 women, or 38% of all graduates, having completed their studies from the institute since its establishment in 2016.
170 students have graduated from the Mother Mary International School complex, noting that the knowledge they gained is going to help them to continue their university studies abroad.
The high school graduates are particularly excited about the opportunities that lie ahead now that they have completed another stage of their studies.
Honestly speaking, the feeling is something that I cannot put into words. I was surprised. When I woke up this morning, I was feeling very excited, but at the same time kind of nervous. But when I came here at school, I saw my classmates and the teachers who have been there with us in every single moment. And it was a feeling that I can still not put into words to this moment. The reason as to why I chose these subjects is because I have a passion in engineering and designing, and I believe that to reach that career goal, that dream that I've had in mind since a very young age, I need to take sciences, I need to take the physics, and physics is something that I fall in love with each single day, and honestly speaking, it's something that I easily flow with. I don't know about others, but for me, it's something that I really like.
I feel very good. I am very proud of what I've accomplished. I am so happy with everything that has happened so far because it has made me the person that I am today. Mother Mary has shaped a lot of me. It took me when I was a child from grade 10 until this very moment, and I'm so proud and I am extremely happy. My family has supported me and everything, and I'm very proud of this moment. After graduating, the first thing I think is looking for a university because I think that helps to shape your way into the world. High school is good because it shows you what you want to be, but then university guides you into the career that you want to take. So I think the first thing is university. I'm looking into Canada and Mauritius, so I'm very excited for that. Hopefully it works out very well.
Parents too were both proud and happy about their children's achievements, while their educators expressed confidence in the abilities they have been able to instill in the young men and women.
It's always excitement seeing you've seen the children. I've seen the children grow all the years. For the 14 years I've been with Mother Mary, I'm privileged to watch all the children grow from babies to teenagers, and they are coming into young adulthood. So for me, I'm filled with joy because it is the vision, it is the purpose, it's the goal of education. Thank you. From the next, we do have A-level. They are heading to university. Majority of them are heading to university all over the world. They're heading to African Leadership University, they're heading to Asia, they're heading to Mauritius, they're heading anywhere in the world. It is your grades, it is your responsibility, it is your award, it is your personality which is going to sell you in the world, and we have given it to them. So we are ready. They are going to go out in the world, they are going to make it, no matter the background they are coming from.
This is the 6th graduation ceremony the Mother Mary International School Complex has held since it was founded, and it has continued to expand its facilities to increase the number of its students. Its nursery and primary school sections also held a graduation ceremony on Friday.
The Rwanda Standards Board and the Korea International Cooperation Agency have officially launched the Strengthening Rwanda Industrial Standardization ICT Capacity project.
The project will be implemented across the country over the next 5 years at a cost of $8 million, training small and medium enterprises on the technique, and in the process helping the Rwanda Standards Board to become even more efficient. The project is expected to help SMEs to significantly increase their productivity, spurring the country's economic growth to new heights.
The government of Rwanda, in collaboration with the government of Korea, we have been together, and now we are launching joint projects whereby these projects will be delivering on making sure on promoting ICT in standardization services. So we intend to make sure that services of Rwanda Standard Board are delivered and on time and efficiently. So we believe that these projects will bring a success and will be successful.
In addition to its work in the economic sector, the Strengthening Rwanda Industrial Standardization ICT Capacity project is also set to assist with increasing the number of smart classrooms in the country.
And it's from this that we come to the end of tonight's edition. On behalf of the entire news production, as well as the technical team that made it happen, many thanks for being with us on today's edition. And up until next time, stay safe, and we wish you a great and fun-filled weekend. Goodbye.